Om Shanti. So let's just recap. Okay. I'm going to do it verbally. So just please focus on what I'm saying. Okay. We're going to just recap real quick. Okay. Let's just take a look real quick. Okay. Where we have been. Okay. What are the things we have covered? Okay. So far. Okay. And where are we heading to? Okay, so our whole purpose was during the first phase of the basic knowledge was to acknowledge some facts about ourselves, to know ourselves, okay, as a soul and things related to the soul. Okay, so we have covered um, many things, right, about the soul. We have covered what is soul. We have covered how soul operates the body. We have covered basically the three powers of the souls, right? We have also covered the journey of the soul. We have covered, okay, how to now bring the awareness of myself as a soul and take the positive and experience the positive pleasure, right? From the soul, Atma. If you're not comfortable saying soul, you can also say Atma. Okay, we also covered the root cause of the sorrow, right? Those were the material that I asked you to go through it, right, in the meditation section. So we understood that how basically the vices are attacking us, right? And we also understood this main point, which I have repeated so many times, saying that, okay, just using the mind to think pure thoughts, right, which are different than positive thoughts, just thinking about pure thoughts in the mind cannot do much, okay? We need to understand that how mind, intellect, and scars have to be harmonized, okay, under the same virtue, purity, right, love, happiness, or you can say satoguna, qualities of satoguna, in order to have complete stability. Okay, if that part is not clear, I sincerely request you, okay, to set up a session to have it clear. Very, very important point. Okay, we covered about so the beliefs, right? We have covered beliefs that were connected to the soul, like false beliefs, right? That's why we said, like, if we don't clean the beliefs as well through the power of our intellect, we cannot stabilize the mind. So three of them need to have the power of truth. The truth basically imbibe the quality of the truth, right? To experience the Sattva which is the truth. So that's what something that is blocking us, okay, from experiencing it. We are working on that first, okay? So we are the replacing, okay, the false belief with true beliefs. So that's why we covered a lot of beliefs like soul take rebirth, soul doesn't go through, doesn't take animal bodies, right? Or take rebirth or reincarnate into animal bodies. The soul doesn't go through 84 lakh species, right? It only takes 84 births. We covered cycle is 5,000 years. This is the time. Now we can only charge ourselves. Okay, we said connecting soul with the supreme soul. Okay, and then we also covered step 1 meditation, but connecting with the supreme soul will come later. This is the phase 2, right? We are starting to understand step 2, okay, of the meditation. We covered like hell and heaven, right, around this earth. It is all connected with my identity, okay. It all covers with, okay, how I can bring the awareness of myself as a soul. If you don't know how to put this information together, okay, to create the detachment in the intellect, for mind to focus on the virtues of the soul, you can reach out to us, okay. So all this information is just giving a broader view. It is helping me become detached and see exactly what's happening, okay, where am I in the time cycle, right? Now, where I have been, what do I need to do? We talked about law of karma, right? We talked about what is our aim. We talked about deities are not God, right? Especially God of the Gita is not Krishna. In that too, if you need more clarity, you can reach out to us, because that is something we have been attached for a long time. Okay. So we have covered all those things. Okay. And receive that cleaned up lot of belief system. Now our intellect can be little lighter, and we can able to focus, okay, on necessary things, to grab necessary things. Intellect will not be bombarded with so many questions and so many thoughts. So we are kind of lightening the intellect here. Okay, as we said, cleaning, right, the feet. Like before going to the temple, how we clean the feet, we are just, intellect is like feet, right? So we are cleaning it. So I hope all these things was clear to you. Okay, if anything that is not connecting very well, let's clear it, so that way you can understand the next phase very clearly, because it's all interconnected. Okay. So now we are going to start focusing on who is God. Again, very, very new information. Probably be challenged, shocked, okay, but it is worth it. Okay. It is the cleaning process that's going on. Okay. And you will see the results, as we said, but lot of patience is needed, as I said, right? First, we need to be very open-minded to digest all this information. Okay, think logically, practically. All right. So who is God? Okay, if somebody asks you to imagine God, create an image of God, what image will come in your mind? What would you think? Right? Generally, many people will bring the image of some ideal, okay, of maybe a deity, right? Or any photo. You can say image of their preceptor, okay, or religious father, okay, whom they believe the most. So basically, there will be some image in the corporeal form as a living or non-living idea, okay. But in reality, right, God, we said God doesn't have a body. We looked at the difference between soul and the supreme soul, right? In reality, we believe God is energy, but we are connecting God with some sort of media, all right? So we can't really say, right, that we are connecting to the energy, okay, because then if what is the proof of that energy, right? Thinking that he is an energy, but connecting with the image of the body and the actions they have performed, right? Based on the actions they have performed and the teachings they have given, I am remembering God. Okay? So we are remembering God, okay, through an image, right? Now, most important thing is, like, we are praising God, okay, through an ideal, okay, through the actions of any religious father, or you can say the stories in the scriptures about deities, okay. Now, a lot of the things we already have falsified, okay, which is deities are God. All those stories in the scriptures, we learned about that in scriptures also, how things have been misunderstood, and that will become more clear when you go to the Rajayoga part. Okay, stories have taken the physical sense, it was not taken the spiritual sense. Okay, so all those things that we are basing, okay, in image of God, okay, that has some mixturity, that doesn't hold the complete truth. We don't even know that it's being proving right now. Okay, so it does not hold. Actually, it's not proved to the complete truth. It doesn't even match with the personality of the God. Okay, a lot of the things, the actions that we are connecting to, like in Christianity, right? Okay, if we are connecting God, perhaps at an energy, but seeing Jesus Christ as a messenger, okay, but it is not connecting. If we are connecting with God and seeing him as God's messenger, well, in order for us to link to God, the personality at least has to have some similarity in it. Doing miracles is not saying that connecting with God, right? So what is that God? What is the identity of the God? We said he's the intellectuals of intellect. He only has intellect. Okay. In that chart, I might have forgot to mention, but he's only the intellect. Okay. He doesn't have mind. All right. Very, very important. Okay. Similarly, here, like his intellect, then his knowledge should be passing on, right? If he made him a messenger, then his knowledge would be coming out of him, right? The first thing he said, he would give the knowledge about who are you as a soul. Okay, so there is no such proof. Even about the soul, there is no clarity. About rebirth, that is the main thing here God is saying, that you have become impure by going through rebirth. Okay, again, we are not devaluing, okay, any religion, okay, or kind of have any intention of insulting, okay, anyone. But in here, the point, even in Sanatan Dharam, Hinduism mutate, okay. If you really think about it, okay, you really have to listen to me very attentively here, okay. I'm not changing many slides right now because I'm trying to set a background here for you to really understand who is God, okay. So think about even in Hinduism, okay, or Sanatan Dharam, okay, that has become Hindus, even in there, right? Look at the image of God there. Okay, we already falsified it, right? They believe that we can reincarnate into animals. Okay, so think about it. All right, now what would God do? And we believe in here, God is omnipresent. Okay, God is everywhere. All right, now what would God do by coming into animals? Okay, rebirth, even that concept, they have misunderstood. God would not create any of this misunderstanding. Okay, in one side, the practical proofs that we are receiving, there is no such practical proof that says that anybody is born, right, in animal body. Nothing. Darwin theory, everything is just a theory. There is no practical proof, and God will have everything practically. Doesn't it make sense? And they are saying, okay, if everybody has a God in them, and God also can take this avatar, have came into animals, what would God do in animals, coming in animals? Can he give the knowledge? Okay, so things are not really clear. Everywhere, it's a big mess. Okay, it's completely different than the thinking, the intellect, the knowledge of the God. Okay, and in also different avatars, they are shown deities are God, and they also go through sorrow. Okay, God is beyond the experience of happiness and sorrow. Okay, so a lot of conflicts are there. Krishna is shown to have a death. Okay, God is beyond the birth and death. Okay, very, very important. Okay, all the knowledge that it has given here, it's all conflicting with each other with different interpretations. Okay, so that is also we are saying that we can't say, we are saying that it's not right. Okay, it's more confusing. So I hope you are getting my point. I don't want to go on and on with this. We can have discussion. I can give you so many examples. Okay, even in Buddhism, okay, different religions, even in Muslims, right? So image of God the personality of the God has to connect with actually his virtues, okay, his identity. Nothing should be conflicting with his personality. We are praising, okay. It doesn't matter through messenger we say, yeah, son of God we say, or God himself is in there. In either case, it has to be proved practically, okay. So that's why it's very, very important to understand that God's image that we are visualizing, okay, it should have the practical proof of God bringing all of his attributes in practice. Okay, God have performed all the action that is matching with his attributes. There is no conflict at all. One side, For example, one side we all believe God will do miracle. How can he do the miracle? Okay, because God, just like a child of a parent, child of an elephant will be like elephant, child of a human body, right? The son would be like father, okay, will be human body. Similarly, God is also a soul, right? Who is the, how would be the parent, okay, of a soul, right? Is the supreme soul. Okay, the being of a parent, he looks the same, right? So that means he would also have to wait to take a body, okay, to be activated, because he lives in Padamdam. We also lived in Padamdam. We had to come to take a body, right? So God also cannot be seen through physical eyes, just like souls, okay? And he cannot be called a living energy without taking a body. Okay, so his form is point of light. Okay, but just like our form, okay, he also looks like the same. Okay, so his image, first of all, if we try to separate from the body, it will come that as a soul. But if we want to say as a living soul, we have to connect him with a corporeal body. Okay, now it has to prove. Remember, I said all of his attributes, okay, should come into action. Okay, and none of the action should be conflicting. Okay, so father is a point like souls. Okay, a living soul when he takes a body, but his form is also a point of light. Okay, he cannot be seen through physical eyes. There are references. Okay, and point of light, what does it mean? Is we are not just, again, you cannot see the soul, right, through the eyes. So in here, what we are saying that he is light, point of light, we are saying that he is light of knowledge. Okay, the identity of the God. So his form is point of light. But what is his speciality, right? He is soul, supreme soul. He doesn't have mind, right? He is just intellect. So he is the light of knowledge. Okay, that's his identity. First of all, as a soul, whenever he come and takes a body, that is only his property. That his first thing he is going to express. Okay, the pure knowledge that he has, ever purity, okay, is his nature. Okay, the name of the God we will understand in the next session. Okay, so there are a lot of references also in Bhagavad Gita, Jyotisham Apita Jyoti. So in the Gita Slok section, we will mention everything. Okay, but just in essence, this is what I wanted to tell you. Okay, he is light of knowledge, just not the point of light. And that light of knowledge, when it comes in the body, can be called that light of knowledge. Without the body, he cannot really say that a living light of knowledge. Okay, in his memorial, he is shown to be worshipped, okay, as a Shivling. Now, you will know very beautiful fact about Shivling, okay, as a light of knowledge. Okay, Shivling, that will be covered. Okay, Shivling is basically showing his incorporeal stage in the body. Okay, when he comes, because he has complete knowledge, with having that knowledge, he is detached from the body. Okay, all the time, and he always remains soul conscious, and that is shown in form of a Shivling. So Shivling is shown black because he comes in an impure body, ordinary human body, impure body. Okay, Praveshtum, in the Bhagavad Gita also it has mentioned, okay, that he comes and takes a body. Okay, he enters in a human body. And then he remains in soul conscious stage. Okay, because he's the light of knowledge. Okay, and that is shown. And in whomever God comes, he also becomes equal to him. Okay, so God never loses the incorporeal stage, and also by staying in that person, the soul also becomes, he makes effort and becomes like him. Okay, in that memorial, the Shivling is shown. All right, so God, in other scriptures, it has referred God is light. So, okay, in him no darkness. So in here we are talking about light of knowledge. Just remember that. It says God is truth, right? Oh Lord, God of truth. So he has the light of true knowledge. Okay, in Quran also it says he is a shining star. You don't know who comes at night. So he only comes at night during the darkness, but he is not affected by the darkness. Okay. So in Jain and Vedic literature also, he's known to be fire of knowledge also. Okay. Very, very important. And other religion, Jyoti, Nirakar. Nirakar in a sense, in the body, he keeps his incorporeal stage, okay, which is the stage of highest soul consciousness. Agni, fire, Noor is also referred to as a Noor, Allah, okay. Siddhashilapati in Jainism, okay. Ocean of peace too, okay. Round stone, okay, in Buddhism. So his memorial is in all the religion, because the body God has come, everybody recognize God through him, and everybody experiences his incorporeal stage, right? Mukti and Jivan Mukti, everybody receives inheritance from him, even for one birth. Okay. Sange Ashwad, even in Kaaba, okay, like in Muslims, even today, when they go perform Hajj, unless they have kissed the round black stone, Sange Ashwad in Kaaba, the journey of Hajj is not considered complete. Okay, earlier Makkah used to be the temple of Mukteshwar, Makkeshwar Shiva. It has mentioned in Bhavishya Puran, and there are so many documentaries. Okay, Ashwad means not white. Okay, something which is not white, okay, is black is called Ashwad. Okay, so it's a form of a shivling, round shape. Okay, it's shown round, egg shape. Okay, because that's Brahmand. Okay, it says ande rupiyaga, egg shape souls. So that is his point of light, and there is a egg shape around him, the aura. It's in with all of us soul too. We are point of light with egg shape aura. That's why it has shown, okay, like that. All right. So like in Buddhist, it has mentioned here, okay, in China, the Buddhists in China and Japan are seen to be focusing that vision on a small round stone. Okay, so everybody in all the religions, there is a memorial of God's incorporeal stage. Okay, when he came right now in the corporeal body. So that is the proof that he harmonizes everyone through one body, Father of humanity, that you will come to know, right? Ek Omkar Nirakar Sadguru Akal Murat. See, here it says, whom God comes, he's devoured, okay, of devoured by death. Okay, so very, very important to understand. And here Yehovah, which means fire, understanding, intelligence. God is intellect. Okay, so all these references are there. So I hope it is clear, right? So how can we recognize God? Only through this knowledge, and that's why you're receiving all this knowledge, okay, from him. So that's his identity, okay, to reveal himself. All right. I hope it's clear. Any questions? Let us know. Best wishes for the next class. Om Shanti.